Jonah saving us all.
So, what should we save the planet today? I mean, I wrote this book called "Stop Saving the Planet," but maybe that was a little negative.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
consumers don't respond to negative messaging.
You always have to make them feel positive.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
maybe you.
Because climate change.
Yeah, I think you should have named it "Please Save the Planet."
Please save the planet instead of
Stop
saving the planet. Yeah, it's a little bit late. Generally, you can't send it back to the publisher.
You can't. I mean, how many months?
It was April. I think it's
So a little less than a year. Yeah.
Maybe the next printing they could change it to. Please, will you please save the planet?
Will you please? It's that's it's
please
not
just keep doing everything you're doing to save the planet.
Not a radical
none
difference.
Of it is working.
Yeah, that's just a kind of a spin.
Mm-hmm.
We always are trying to optimize our products.
So this is why I hang out with you, because I need to know. I'm too old to understand any of that, and I need to, I need your perspective. But I thought today maybe we could talk a little bit about a really important way to save the planet is carbon offsets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think about carbon offsets?
I mean, I definitely think the concept of carbon is real, and
offsets are real.
Offsets are, maybe real.
Mm-hmm.
We should definitely offset carbon, but I also do not know what that concept is.
Yeah,
so,
I don't really know. Yeah, it's very hard. So what I actually really love about carbon offsets as a strategy for this terrifying climate crisis is that it's such a puzzle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we have this really, really high polluting oil plant.
Yeah.
It's destroying communities in Southern California or Northern California or Cancer Alley in Louisiana. And how we're going to deal with that by reducing carbon emissions in Ecuador.
Mm-hmm.
That is fascinating, right?
Yeah.
So it's how do you do that? Or you could plant trees, okay?
Yeah.
So, and then you got to figure out, when are those trees going to be big enough to start sequestering carbon, and is anybody going to come down, right? Or you can sequester carbon in forests in California, but we're burning down all the forests in California, and those people are still being paid to sequester. So it's this wonderful, really intriguing intellectual. It's really more like a math challenge that it's what I really love about it.
So what I took from that is to plant more trees.
Yeah, you got to plant more trees. Now, the only thing is we're going to need another planet or two for all the trees that the oil companies want to plant in order to offset.
Yeah.
So that's a small problem. We're still looking for that second planet. And then we got to figure out how to get those offsets onto, because now we're not talking about Ecuador. Now we're talking about Mercury or Saturn or something. But it's totally doable. You just got to keep with the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that.
And they can be certified too. So for sure they're happening.
Yeah, I mean, I believe sort of in the concept of geographic dissonance. I think that this
I love that.
This concept of planting trees, I imagine it has something of a trickle-down effect. So it's even if it's maybe not solving the immediate problem, I can only imagine that if you plant a tree, let's say in Ecuador, that is going to, eventually solve the crisis in Louisiana.
Probably, but you have to be careful, because if you plant them too close to the coast, they're probably going to drown.
Yeah.
Or then, of course, someone might cut them down. But say someone doesn't cut them down, you got to make sure that they don't drown, because then they're not really sequestering carbon while climate change is getting worse.
Jenny and Jonah saving us all.